Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, and here we start.
Alright,
this is
I'm
a
going to
long,
read off a
tough
donation.
platformer, so I don't know how risky it is, how comfortable K2 feels for this run, but...
I will use some safer strats later on, but most of the time I will use the faster strats.
I guess it's a lot of memorization, because the game is pretty fast and much is happening. There's many courses to play, so there is a lot of enemies to keep track on and memorize, I believe. And it's easy to crash with the skateboard. And you need to keep eating fruits all the time, so that you're not dying. Need to keep eating fruit, otherwise the meter up on the screen goes down all the time.
And that's intentional, because I pick up the Hudson B, and the Hudson B is an item that allows you to get infinite continues. And I would say my goal is to clear without using any continues, but some of the later levels are pretty tough, so we'll see how that goes.
So there is no chance that you will actually totally fail with that B, so you can actually complete the game.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, we got some donation comments.
Yeah, we got a donation here from our friend Kyle Hudson, Mr. K. Great to see Dexter and Arctic Eagle in action, and I can't wait to see K2, the Ace Adventure Island, the King of Corporate Triangle, and the Slave of Solomon's Key. Best of luck, K2, from your friend Mr. K. Thanks a lot for your, let's see how much you donated.
Thank you, Mr. K.
$20 donation. Awesome, Mr. K. You're the man.
So Fraser said before that you need to pick up fruits all the time to sustain your health, and that's the life bar at the top that is counted down. There is lots of fruit in this game, and the best is to avoid most of it, because it takes time to count down at the end. But you need to pick up some of it.
And when you're playing the game normally, you find out that there is so many fruits hidden all over the place.
Yeah. And this is sort of an anti-item. It takes off your health, and you keep it until you have like two left on your health bar. And there is some interesting things to say about. Oops, that's bad. Say about the eggplant. In Japan, this game was called Takahashi Meijin Adventure Island, and Takahashi Meijin was some cult guy in Japan that lended his name to this game, and apparently he doesn't like eggplants, so that's the reason why the eggplant is bad in this game.
Sounds kind of strange.
Yeah, sounds kind of strange, but actually Takahashi Meijin, maybe you have heard about him. He was a very good button masher, so there are YouTube videos of him mashing
yeah, now what you
like
say it.
14 times a second or something.
Yeah, I think I heard a record for him, like pushing like 16 times a second. And I
Could
know,
be, yeah. And it's the same guy.
talking about the button mashing, we had the competition going on SDA when I was over in the States in Classic Games Done Quick. We were a lot of players that can do actually 13 button mashes in 1 second. But more than 13 is very good. I know Andre Gorky's his success to do almost 140 button mashes in 10 seconds. So he was the fastest when we were trying. He used the index finger. Yeah, Takahashi Meijin, I heard a record for him, like 16 button mashes each second. It's amazing.
So what I just picked up there was the second weapon upgrade, the fireballs. And there are 2 different weapons, and I will try to keep this one as much as possible.
Oh, that is memorization. He knew that the snail would
that
pop
was a
up
small
there.
miss, so I didn't intend to pick up the pop there. So what happened before was that I picked up the bonus pots, and then the counter will count down twice because I picked up the bonus pots. And now I had 540 in bonus, and that means it costs 54 frames to count down. Actually, you always lose frames when the counter counts down. So if it's 540, then you technically lose 54 frames. And you can finish the levels with 0 left, but not all levels. It depends on the level layout, if you can avoid enough fruit. And in some levels you actually need to pick up some fruit, but in most cases you just have to avoid as much as possible.
How many levels is it in this game?
Do you know Super Mario Bros?
Yeah,
Then you know the answer.
32.
Divided into 8 worlds.
Alright. So 4 levels for each world.
Yeah.
Alright.
And here I'm gonna try to set up for a nice little skip. I will explain it once I'm done. First I pick up this egg. And inside was a key. And that key...
Whoa, that was tight.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight jump. That key will grant me access to a bonus level. And we will see that soon, I hope.
Why do you want the bonus level?
Yeah. No, the bonus levels, normally they just waste time. But the game keeps track of where you enter the bonus level and where you... there are checkpoints in each level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe I've seen the small signs. And when you exit the bonus level, you exit one further away. Okay, I need to play now. Exactly. But normally it's set up so you should not jump all the way to the goal. But the way I go to the exit level, I just managed to trigger the... I'm bad at commentating at the same time here. The way I set it up is that I just managed to trigger the next checkpoint. So, checkpoint 4. And there is one more level where you can use the same trick in 7-3.
Okay, we got a new donation here from Marco Wagner. Donated $10 saying, "Love speedruns!" with a smiley face. Good stuff.
Wow, you almost have no life bar left there.
Yeah, and that's calculated. I try to avoid as much fruit as possible, except one fruit that I could have avoided, but that I pick up. And now will have 60. And there are 3 types of fruits, and they give you... Okay. Some will add 80 to your timer, some will add 160, and some will add 240. So if you have 60 left, you cannot avoid another fruit, because then you will basically have nothing left, and you will die before you reach the end of the level.
Those jumps look very tight to me, actually. And this is just the first part of the game. So, how many lives do we have? Because it says 1 up in the left corner.
Yeah, again. Let's see now. I have this life, I have 1 more. I think I have just this one and 1 more.
And what happens if you die? Game over? Is it? Do you have to restart the world?
No, just the level.
And how many credits do you have?
Now I have unlimited, but by default you have 0.
Alright. This is the classic song for Adventure Island.
Yeah. This is
And thanks for all the donations so far. We're doing really good. We hope to raise even more money for the Hand in Hand Foundation. Hand in Hand, you should check out their website. They have some really good statistics about how they can help people in poor countries. They help with job creation, and they are helping with education, and they land bills. I think it says so in English. Yeah, it has some good statistics, and all the money goes to Hand in Hand. So please keep donating. It's so fun too that we can actually raise even more money for Hand in Hand.
Yeah. Actually, the first 2 worlds are pretty simple. They're just getting into the game. World 3 starts to become a bit more complex, and then of course World 4 and so on are even more difficult. So there will be a lot of more of those where I shoot and then hit something off the screen.
I also want to take the time to say thank you very much to the municipality of this town, Ktwo. The section for free time and youth are helping us a lot with the financial stuff, and they're helping us with so we can rent this venue, and they are helping our video game association a lot, so that we people can actually meet and have some fun time playing video games and meet each other in real time. Thanks a lot for all the help. Also, thanks a lot for the help goes to Sverok, a Swedish organization that gets government funding for helping video game associations in Sweden. So thanks a lot Sverok, and also thanks a lot Studiefrämjandet for helping us out with having circles for studying different things, and especially for organize our association. So thank you very much to Studiefrämjandet. You have been helping us a lot. I also want to say thank you to all the communities that our players are coming from, especially from speedrunsarchive.com. Most of us players around here is members of speedrunsarchive.com. We are posting our record videos at that site. They are keeping track of most of the world records for speedruns, and they have a great community with a forum where you can discuss all the games. So you can visit their forum. You don't have to be a member to actually post and follow the topics. We have been discussing this event on the Speedruns Archive forum. So all the setups and planning have been going on for more than 6 months on the forum. And if you want to take part and help organizing, help us with different stuff, if you are interested in seeing how the planning goes and everything, you can visit the forum. We also have some other communities presented here. We have the Mario Kart players from MarioKart64.com. They also keep track on a lot of videos and records for Mario Kart games. We have NESDB, which means the Nintendo 8-bit, the NES system database. It's a Swedish, it's like a knowledge base for NES games. They have information about all the NES games for different systems. They have a huge discussion forum and a lot of members. So a lot of video game meetups for NES games are taking place on their forum. So you should visit that site. I believe they also have an English part that is actually discussions going on every now and then about NES games. But it's mainly a Swedish site. And we also have the local video game association, Ludendi, which pretty much at least are hosting this event. And we have Ludendi Video Game Association have a Facebook group. So far it's just Swedish speaking in that Facebook group, but you can join it if you can speak Swedish and everything. You can join the Facebook group there for local gamers, or if you are interested in our events.
It's a bit greedy.
Yeah, we have 2 new donations. Let's hear about it. Yeah, a couple of seconds. But thank you very much for all monies raised for the foundation. Yeah, and so far so good for K2. I believe you have 2 deaths or so, but doesn't lose that much of time. It's tough levels. So much memorization.
Whatever. Alright, we have some new donations here. We have, first of all, $10 from Miles Goldenberg. No comment on that. And we have $10 from Sinister... 40. Okay, we have $40 from Sinister1, who says, "Hi guys, this is Sinister1. I want to thank you all for putting on this excellent marathon. I've really been enjoying all the close races and great runs. Congratulations to Arctic Eagle and Dexter on an amazing race and being the first 2 people to get sub 40 in the Negaden during a marathon. Also, Frezzy, you are the greatest and it's been awesome seeing you speedrun after so long." Thank you very much for your generous donation.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks a lot, Sinister, for that. I'm glad you are watching and enjoying the show. I'm very impressed by your your new punch-out rounds. They are so amazing. Sinister, I know Sinister. I've been playing a lot of NES games, and Punch-Out is not the only game he's good at. So it's nice to have you here, and thanks a lot for the donation. Alright, so Sinister, he have a just a sword. So he's playing with just a sword and gets 1308. Or what did you say? Yeah, a good time at least. It's amazing, and yeah, I have been waiting so long for a single segment Punch-Out, so it was so nice to see it actually posted. Whoa, that was tight.
Close.
Yeah, the life
Extremely
bars
close.
there was so low, so...
And actually the bosses, they're exactly the same all the time. The first boss takes 8 hits, and then every subsequent boss takes 2 more hits. And the bosses, so that meant I basically had 1 second left if I have 20 left on the counter. The bosses, they move a bit faster also, so they shoot more, the later ones, but they just move in the same pattern.
Yeah, and I will take the moment to speak some more. We have a local sponsor here, a kebab shop, who gives us kebab house. Yeah, it's a kebab shop called Kebab House. It's a local shop here. All the participators get cheaper kebab there. And I want to say it in Swedish. I Skövde har vi en kebab house som hjälper oss med lite bättre priser på kebab. Tack så hemskt mycket. På tal om kebab, den familjen som äger eller håller igång Kebab House, de ska öppna ett gamingcenter i Skövde. Inte långt från den här kebabshoppen. Det ser ut som om de ska öppna redan om ett par månader. Så det ska bli intressant att se hur det går för det här gamingcentret. Så vi håller tummarna. De har alltså de ska öppna ett gamingcenter på 400 kvadrat. Och ja, de kommer säkert ha lite kebab där också. Det kan ju inte bli bättre. Kanske kan vi arrangera lite tävlingar och något kul i samband med det här gamingcentret. När jag ändå pratar lite på svenska så måste jag tacka så mycket fritidsförvaltningen och ungdomssektionen i Skövde kommun. De har hjälpt oss väldigt mycket med det här arrangemanget och hjälpt oss och stöttat och våran förening som vi har här i Skövde. De hjälper oss att hyra ut lokaler och att vi får tillgång till kulturhuset som ligger precis bredvid järnvägsstationen. Det är faktiskt en fantastisk plats att hålla såna här arrangemang på, dit folk kan komma och spela och övernatta. Det är lätt att hitta hit och ta sig från större städer. Främst tack vare järnvägen. Ungdomssektionen 9 alltså. Tummen upp till er. Ni är underbara.
Okay. Actually, it doesn't matter. I will get back to the skateboard immediately. But it was not intended. And maybe it looks a bit slow when I don't run after the boss to exit the screen as quickly as possible. However, the time it takes to
All
transition
right,
to the back
we have
screen actually depends
two
on
new
what
donations
boss
to read
leaves the
here.
screen. So the faster it leaves.
Okay, we have 2 new donations here. We have $10 from Christopher Stanford, who says, good cause and fantastic gameplay. Also, I really want to see this pantsless thing Tompa keeps going on about. And we also have $10 from Benjamin Sanvito, who says, another donation for this amazing marathon. I just want to see Frizzy pantless. Really. Kudos to Sinister One for his win over Nina Gaiden. It was astonishingly amazing, as every event is during this marathon. Keep up the good work. Kisses from France. And well, that means we have... Since Christopher's donation brought that donation to its goal, Benjamin, if you want to put your time towards something else, you can feel free to do so, because we already reached the pantless goal. So, thanks to both of you for your generous donations.
Also, a small reminder, anyone who donates $5 or more can decide the color of the XSplit, the timer, if he wants to. We've had the same color for like a year now, so yeah. Give some good colors, not pink. Pink is out.
You might wonder why I don't shoot all the enemies, but the run button and the shoot button is the same. So the more I shoot, the more time I waste. So that's...
Can I read off another donation? Alright, we have a comment. I think we mentioned this donation coming in before, but the comment has just come in. Anyway, it was $10 from Fredrik Melin, who has a comment all in Swedish here, who says, ursäkta den lilla summan, men student som man är så känner dock detta måste stödjas. Dexter och Arctic var grymma. Imponerad att Dexter upprätthåller sin loading-persona med Mario-kepsen. Härligt att även minderåriga får vara med. Hälsa Ktwo att han gör ett grymt jobb. Imponerande att se den typen av memorisering. Önskar jag själv hade den dedikationen. Fredde Dron. PS, ni är alla grymma och hoppas jag själv kan göra en ordentlig speedrun en vacker dag. And maybe I should try to translate that. Well, basically says, I'm sorry for the small sum, but when you're a student, I do feel that this has to be supported. Dexter and Arctic were awesome. Impressed that Dexter keeps up his loading persona with a Mario cap. Nice to see that even minors are allowed to attend. Tell Ktwo that he's doing an awesome job. Impressive to see that kind of memorization. I wish I had that education myself.
This is not memorization, this is just first time playing.
And PS, you are all awesome.
Casual play.
I hope I can make a
Fun
real
game.
speedrun myself one day. Thank you very much for your generous donation.
bounce off the rocks like that, you lose health, which means there's less counting at the end. You also lose speed, of course, but you also lose speed when you trip over the rocks, but you lose more health than you lose speed. So it's actually beneficial to trip over the rocks when you have enough health to do it. And most of the time you're on skateboard, and if you trip over the rock you will lose the skateboard, so then it's not beneficial. So it's mostly at the end of the worlds when you anyways lose the skateboard. Um, 10-15 minutes. More like 15. Yeah. Now you get to see the real Adventure Island. When you play it without weapons. Take it nice and slowly. And it's actually not that bad because that last section you cannot pass it with a skateboard. It's possible on TAS, but I don't think it's possible on in real time. So I would have had to lose it anyways. Now I'm going to try to set up the same skip as we had before in level 2-3, where I go to the bonus level and skip the last section of the game. and it's interesting. So you can skip 2 sections of the whole game with that kind of skip, and this section that I skipped in a speedrun, I consider it to be the hardest of the whole game. So so that skip happens to be available there. I don't think it's intentional, but it's a lucky coincidence. Yeah, there is one difficult jump involved in it, yeah. Oh no! I missed the eggplant, that was bad. This will not be a new record. I'm sorry for all of those hoping for a new record. That's long gone, unfortunately. Okay, so this is World 8. This is the moment of truth in Adventure Island. So here is basically where the developers have just packed the levels that we have seen reiterated time after time with as many enemies as possible. I messed up this level so bad. I can't explain what happened, but I messed it up very bad. So I'm pretty happy to have made it through anyways. It was obviously not the fastest way, but... No, this is gonna be interesting now. Yeah, I have infinite continues, but this is pretty much, yeah. We can be here for a while. This is definitely serious time, yeah. I mean, you can talk, but I will have to concentrate. So that was the hardest section. There is one difficult section left. Yeah. So that was good to have cleared that. I think that's the hardest level in the game if you don't have any power-ups. Last level. And in this last level there is no countdown of the timer, so I don't care about the fruits here, I just pick up everything that's in my way. Time for the final boss. We'll fight him slightly differently. We'll try to make the room as small as possible here. Are the guys ready with the time? So actually the idea is to time. So the idea with the last thing is the idea with the last boss is to taking him out exactly as he stands to the very right of that moving platform, so we can go down as quickly as possible.